Hi everyone. I am so grateful and so excited that you guys all are ready to rock the rest of 2018 and this Fall in Love challenge. I've been doing it myself and I've seriously noticed a difference in my stress and my passion and my inspiration and my fulfillment, basically just overall happiness and joy. So I really am excited if even just one of you finds a difference in your life because of this. I'm so happy that we did this. So thank you guys all for jumping on the challenge, for being excited to just rock it. So as I promised, it's only 3 little things that you have to do. It is a daily thing, and the number one thing is being intentional. It's amazing how much we aren't present in our lives, especially I think now social media makes it even harder to be present, even though you think you're being more. So being intentional is huge for this. So again, 3 little things. Number 1 is self. So this is going to be 10 minutes of intentional devotion to yourself, working on yourself for the day. So this can be everything from sitting down and doing a meditation to literally a cup of coffee, sitting quietly and just having me time for 10 minutes. If you like to write or journal, do that. If you've been really wanting to read but you can't make time for it, 10 minutes. That's all I'm asking. 10 minutes, that's it. Exercise will count, especially if it's, just need to go get some fresh air, take a walk around the block. If there's a podcast you've really been wanting to do, but you're not making the time for it, this is your 10 minutes every single day that's for you, and anything that will help you, whether it's inspiring to you or, doing good for you, that's what it's for. This does not count for social media. That's the one exclusion I'm going to make. Nobody is happier scrolling through social media, so that does not count. But if you find an article or a new blogger that you like, that will. So there you go there. Number 2 is pick your P. So whether it's professional development or your passion, you pick your P. 10 minutes every day that you get to devote spending time to working on your P. So, for my husband, he wants to be a race car driver one day. So he takes the time to watch a video on what he needs to study or learn, or how he can take turns differently when he's doing these courses. So something like that would work. Moms, you are included in this. I totally believe that being a full-time mom is the hardest full-time job in the world. So pick a blogger that you like that helps with parenting tips, or find someone that you like that has ideas of things you can do with your kids or new things to try. Like whatever it is, if it's your passion, something that you've been called to do that you just aren't spending time on, or your profession. I mean, if you look at any athlete that's, playing in NFL, MLB, anything along those lines, any of the top paid doctors, anything along those lines, they are experts in their field for a reason, and that is because they practice every single day. Practice is huge. Devote this time to becoming your best self. So we already in number 1, we're working on ourselves internally. Number 2, we're working on our passion or profession, which is basically our purpose. So that's a whole nother thing for you guys. The best advice I ever got, that I unfortunately never took until now, it's what I've been working on, is be an expert in something. I've been very good at being the jack of all trades, which we need people like that. It's awesome, but you're never going to be the highest paid this. It's going to limit how much you can grow in your job, or even how much purpose you feel, because you're just not that expert. You're not that go-to. So I promise, start devoting this time to being an expert in whatever it is, your passion, your profession. Just take that time. This can't even be going in 10 minutes early or staying 10 minutes late and coming up with your to-do list at work of what you need to accomplish and get done, so that when you're in the next day, you have a list to go with and you're ready to rock and roll. It's just being more efficient with your time. So that counts. Making this list during work hours when should be working anyway, probably maybe not your best use of the 10 minutes. So again, just be intentional and cognizant of it. Number 3 is an act of kindness. This can be something as simple as holding the door for someone, or buying someone in line behind you a cup of coffee, whatever you want. Just do something that's intentional, that that like, oh, I could definitely do this for someone. Some of you could very easily already be doing this all the time, and that's awesome. I really want this to become second nature for you guys. The one thing that I work on in my act of kindness, sadly, almost every day, is, for all you road ragers out there, it's letting someone in. The big thing with the act of kindness, though, that I've learned with this whole letting people in, I know that sounds so silly, but the biggest thing with this is do not expect a wave, do not expect a thank you, do not expect all this gracious behavior. Hopefully you'll receive it, but you're not going to every time. So understand that and don't let it upset you, because that's kind of defeating the whole purpose of this act of kindness. So just remember that. So 3 simple things. I know that one is probably going to come a little easier to you guys. One is probably going to be a lot more challenging. If it is the time thing that I can't do 10 minutes, just too much, work up to it. Start with 5. I really hope you can do the minimum of 10 minutes, especially you moms and dads out there. This is self-love and self-care. You can only give all your loved ones, your job, everything, as much as you have to give. And if you're not making any time for yourself, you're not giving as much as you could, and you're not being there as much as I know you really want to. So again, that's why this is so important. So that's it. 3 simple things that I know you can do. For those of you who want to rock it and just jump all in, and regardless, you're going to get the sheet, but all of you guys are going to get this. So we have our 3 simple things, with a checklist of what you do every day and a reminder up here. The other things I've added to, if you really, 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 really want to rock it, set an intention every day. So you can have the same intention that you do the whole month, that you do every week, whatever it is. Come up with an intention that really hits home for you. So if you know you want to be a kinder person, or you want to be more productive, or you want to, whatever it is, be specific with it. Even if it's, gossiping less at work or with your friends, or being kinder to your spouse. I know that we typically take all of our stresses out on the ones that we're closest with, which is crazy, but we do, just because we know that they're going to love us anyway. But make that an intention, and just remember that every morning when you wake up. Set that intention for the day, remind yourself, and then go on your day. Another for the all-in challenge is set a goal for the week. You can do up to 2, but at max 2. But setting a goal for the week is really going to help you guys have that one thing that you're working on. So if a big focus of yours is whether it's getting fit, training for something, losing weight, set that goal. So if it's work out 4 times a day, or take the stairs at work, set that goal. It's literally just a goal. If you accomplish it, awesome. But it's being cognizant of what you're doing. When you look at, again, these people who are crazy successful, when you ask them, they've mapped this all out. They had a plan of what they wanted and how they were going to get there, but it's a plan. You got to work for that. So they don't just wake up one day and, oh, I'm so successful, I have all this money. There was so much strategy behind it, and heart and soul. So that's why these goals are so important. I also want you guys all to set a goal for the month. Again, max of 2. If you do too many, it's overwhelming and it just defeats the purpose. The one thing that at least one of your 2 goals has to be is something new that you've never done. So it could be going out to eat or going to a movie by yourself. For me, last month, I went ziplining in Colorado. I had never done that, so that was awesome. Just this month, I actually last night went to the Philharmonic, like something I would have never thought of doing, but I'm like, okay, why not? Let's do this. You're going to start learning more things about yourself. If you like it, if you don't, you're going to meet more people just being around different environments than you normally would. But most of all, you're just going to see there's so much more out there. You're going to have more of an appreciation for people and things, and just life is all about learning and growing, and that's really what this is for. So I really hope you guys take advantage of that one. On the sheet, you're going to see there's also space for gratitude. I'm huge on whatever you're grateful for, and the more you are grateful, the more you're going to get to be grateful for. So writing those down, or at least like telling yourself, okay, today's a great day, I'm grateful for X, Y, and Z. I promise if this is daily practice, you're going to be so much more appreciative of things, and because of that, you're going to get more to be appreciative for. I promise you that. I also have a section for notes and reflection. This has been helpful for me because I'll see when I'm doing things well and when I'm not. Like, okay, so I have this physical therapy I have to do for my back. If I work out in the morning, I do the physical therapy every time, no problem. If I don't, the physical therapy didn't always get done. So I was able to notice that, reflect on it, and change my behavior, or at least be cognizant of it for the future. So that's great just for you to kind of see how you're doing throughout the week. I also have a to-do list on there anyone like me, I love to-do lists, so being able to check things off are very like satisfying and rewarding. But with it, you need to do priorities. So we're huge on setting to-do lists and then just checking things off, but we're not strategic with how we go about it. So I have a priority list for you on there from A through E, of if you absolutely have to get it done, if you can delegate it to someone else, you'll see on there. But really utilize this and start utilizing it in your work or whatever it might be. You're going to be so much less stressed because you're going to be getting done what absolutely needs to get done first, as opposed to doing all the stuff on your list, but then the stuff that's stressing out the most that absolutely needs to get done is the one thing you haven't checked off yet. So go with the A's first, and then the B's, work your way down. So that is it. Just remember throughout this whole thing, it's all about progress, not perfection. Everything that you're doing. I mean, you guys signed up for this challenge, so that alone says that you're ready to rock it, make this year better, and just crush the rest of the year, be happier, and just more fulfilled. And I think a huge part of that is being present. So thank you guys again all so much. The self-development is huge. Focus less on what you're struggling with and focus more on what you're learning throughout this process. That's huge. Again, back to the progress, not perfection, but just be graceful and gentle with your guys' self. You guys are already taking steps to be better and do better, and that's the biggest thing. The reason why I have this for you guys, and you really, really, really need to do it, it has been proven time and time and time again, if things are written down and you're constantly looking at them, you're more likely to be successful or to accomplish those goals, tasks, whatever it might be. So write it down, look at these things every morning, every night if possible, unless it's going to stress you out. Don't do it right before bed. But look at it throughout the day, see how you're doing. And I definitely noticed for me, I'm like, oh, I should probably be doing that instead of sitting down to watch this Netflix show. So things like that. The most important relationship that you guys have, I believe, is the relationship that you have with yourself. And again, this is that devotion that you're giving to yourself, that you guys are going to start falling in love so much more with your life and your relationships, and seeing, areas that you need to work on and things that are doing great for you and things that you want to change. And that's the whole point of life. It's creating yourself and creating the joy and happiness, not just living a life that has no purpose or really that much happiness in it. You got to create that for yourselves, and you guys are doing that just by being here. So if you guys need anything from me, I'm here to be your coach, your cheerleader, whatever you need. Just let me know. I'm definitely here to help you just rock it throughout the rest of the year. If you need me, you have full access to me though. Cannot wait to hear how this journey goes for you guys. Please, please, please keep me posted. Let me know your struggles when you're rocking it. Even your feedback. If you guys are like, this was great. If you guys are like, this was lame, like, sorry, but didn't do anything for me. I understand. No feelings hurt. This practice has changed my life. So even if it only changes one of your lives, it was for me worth every second. So best of luck. I really hope you guys do this. Again, basically 20 minutes every day, 3 small things. Do it through the whole month of October. I'm going to keep doing this for however long, but whatever you guys think, the challenge is definitely the 30 days. So can't wait to hear how this goes for you guys. Happy fall. Get ready to fall in love with yourself, with your life, and most importantly, with your essence. So have a great day. Thanks again, and go rock the rest of 2018.